Beyonce has a hard time getting an appointment with her dermatologist?
Something tells me no.
Probably not. But listen up, women, if you find it harder to get an appointment at your dermatologist this year, it's because the men in your lives are getting into the skincare aesthetics game. Hello, from Botox to laser treatments, even fillers. Men are finally catching up to women when it comes to prioritizing skincare, health, and looking younger.
Wow. Well, here to shed light on the hottest tweakments and cutting-edge skincare that more men seem to be doing is board-certified dermatologist Dr. Doris Day. So good morning to you, and Happy New Year, new skin, new everything.
Happy New Year. Thanks for having me.
And the dudes are getting in.
I love that we're calling it Brotox, not Botox.
I love
Brotox.
There's always some magic to how we market it.
Right, exactly, the marketing. So okay, why do you think this shift is happening, that men seem to be more cognizant of their skincare? I personally think they've always done it, they've just kept it on the down low.
Well, more men are definitely getting into it, and men do it for different reasons than women. Men are really doing it to compete in a job market against younger men. So it's not so much that they're doing it for women or for dates, but they're really doing it for the job market.
I would have never thought that. Holy smokes.
I mean, my husband, he gets facials. He doesn't do the Botox thing,
No,
but now he's going to see this and go, hey, listen, everybody's doing it. I'm going to do it too.
It will.
But I mean, so let's start with skincare though. There's serums, eye creams.
Yes.
Moisturizer.
Right?
So we have a lot of men who use their wives or girlfriends' serums and products, and they go through them a lot faster. So I have a lot of women coming in saying, my man's using all my stuff. I need him to get his own. And then now we're having more and more men come in saying, I'm going to bring my girlfriend or wife with me. And they're coming in first. But men have very different skin than women. Their skin is thicker, they have more follicles, they can often be oilier, and they're more prone to different conditions than women. And they also don't like heavy, greasy products on their skin.
Yeah.
So I stick to lighter products like certain serums, but similar actives. We look for peptides and niacinamide and growth factors. So a lot of the ingredients can overlap, but things need to be marketed to men. And sometimes it really is just the packaging.
Right.
What draws you and makes you want to use a product sometimes is really how it looks from the box and what it says on the label. So a lot of the differences are in the packaging and the marketing, but the ingredients are the same. Now, when it comes to moisturizers, it's a little bit different. Men need to often go a lot lighter than women. Women, we get drier with age. Our oil glands become less productive because our estrogen gets depleted and it shifts our balance. But for men, they have bigger follicles, they stay oilier, and they hate that greasy feel. So we look for more lotions and gels rather than creams and ointments for men.
I always thought, I was like, oh, come on, doesn't it feel good? And even my older son, he's like, it's too heavy.
Right.
So there is a difference.
There is a difference.
But they can't just snag your stuff.
Well, they don't anymore, because now I'm getting them their own stuff.
And even cleansers, a lot of times men will they like bars instead of pump cleansers or creamy cleansers, but they can be converted over. But a lot of times we look for bars for men and pumps for women. So I brought some hydrating facial cleansers, some really good moisturizers, and then there's also body products that we use for men. So there's great body retinols that they can use as well to help with brown spots, discoloration, gentle exfoliation, and keeping that skin healthy.
Okay, let's move on to injectables.
Yes.
I love this Botox. Botox, filler, they're doing it all.
Right, so now we have 5 different neuromodulators. Botox was the first one that's available, and men are coming in for this because, again, they want to look more youthful. So they're getting it done between their eyes, but with men, it has to be done completely differently than for women.
Really?
With women, you want to create a little bit more of an arch of a brow, but if you do that to a man, you're feminizing him. So in a man, I'll go more across the forehead to create a manly brow, and you'll want to help those smile lines a little bit, but it's a whole different set of injection techniques, and it's not cookie cutter. So this is something you really have to pay attention to in who's doing the injections, and do they understand the difference in anatomy and facial movement, and what makes a man masculine and what makes a woman feminine, and address that. Same thing with fillers. Now with fillers, the apex of the cheek that gives you that little extra glow and radiance is different in a man. It's a little bit lower and it's more medial. So you're not going to inject the same way in a man as you do in a woman. Chin shape. Men are a little bit more square and broader, and they have a stronger jaw. you're going to do it completely different for men than for women. So you need the doctor who's injecting you
to know the anatomy of the face and the genders.
Now, men often don't want downtime. So we have devices in the office, things like SoftWave. SoftWave is one of my favorite devices for women, but also for men.
Does this go into the laser category or non-invasive?
Non-invasive, yeah. So it's tightening and lifting, but no downtime. And they can just do it and go, so nobody needs to know.
They go on their lunch hour and they go back to work.
Wow.
Yeah, so this will tighten and lift and give them extra support, get the brows up, make their eyes look less tired, tighten underneath. We could do it for the whole face and neck, and now we can do parts of the body as well. But this is a treatment that men seem to tolerate better than women, and it gives them that definition and lift, and also helps with skin quality. So men who have acne scars who don't like it, we can also improve texture because it's FDA cleared for acne scars as well.
Unbelievable. Before we let you go, what are some of the trends we're going to see in skincare and aesthetics in 25?
So we're going to see a move towards more bioregenerative treatments. SoftWave is in that category, but there's going to be products that we use that are going to actually look at skin cells in the cream itself and help regenerate and turn over skin so that it doesn't just look younger, it's actually younger skin.
Wow.
There's going to be wearables that we have and patches and things that are delivered through the skin that are going to help rejuvenate the skin. And I'm working on something super exciting, which I'll tell you next time about.
So now that is the art of the tease. Dr. Doris Day, always wonderful to see you. Thank you so much for running all this down.
Can't wait till you come back because I want to hear about that.
We've got to keep our men in line and make sure they don't look better than us.